Well, thousands of travellers are making their way back home and work after the Easter long weekend. And our reporter, Nonhlanhla Jele, is monitoring traffic for us.
Indeed, as you can see, just to my left, traffic officials are already here and, of course, stopping people who are making their way out of the Lowveld. Of course, on the N4 in Mpumalanga, we are here at the Machado Toll Plaza, where, as you can see, traffic volumes, as I said earlier on, have significantly increased as people are making their way. We do know that over 100 people have been arrested just this long weekend in the province. And, of course, a lot of people were handed over summons, of course, for various offences on the road. 2,700 of those people, we do know that over 13,500 cars were stopped and checked on the roads this long weekend. But just to speak to us more about what he's seen when he was making on his way here is the Premier of the province, Nonhlanhla. Premier, thank you so much for your time and for joining us at the SABC this afternoon. When you were coming up here, of course, police officials are everywhere on the roads. What have you seen and what is your impression so far with what has been happening in the province this long weekend?
We took a decision that will be hard at work on our roads here in Mpumalanga. There is a concern that we are raising as government of Mpumalanga, that it seems as if our graph of fatalities here in Mpumalanga is growing. In 2023, we had 15 fatalities. 2024, 17 fatalities. And today, we have 18 fatalities. So it means that the graph is growing, and we want to ensure that these 18 fatalities, the highest point on our graph, and we must have to reach that peak and start to decrease. The graph must start to decrease as from this year. So I'm ensuring all our drivers, all passengers, that they must know that the major causes of fatalities in South Africa is human factors. So we want to deal with human factors. We want to remind drivers that they must know that they are not just driving ordinary citizens. They are driving breadwinners. They are driving the future of this country. So they must ensure that they are safe on the road. So we are hard at work. We will be here up until tomorrow morning. So here in Mpumalanga, they must know that our police are hard at work. They must know that when we wake up today in the morning, we said that we are going to be on the road and ensure that people that have been here safe in Mpumalanga, people that we guaranteed that they are going to enjoy their stay in Mpumalanga, they must leave this Mpumalanga and arrive on their destination safe. They must arrive alive.
Thank you so much for your time, Juliet. As you have heard, Premier of Mpumalanga Province, Nonhlanhla, saying he made sure that this morning when they woke up, it was their sole purpose to say they're going to be on the roads. Of course, checking cars, checking vehicles that are going to be used on the roads, saying they want to ensure that when people return home and they make sure that they arrive alive as soon as they leave this province. As you have heard him say, the stats in the last 3 years are showing an increasing number. I mean, this year alone, Juliet, in the last couple of days of the long weekend, we have had 18 fatal crashes on the province's roads. And of course, for them as a provincial government, that is a worrisome factor. Hence this morning, hence this afternoon, police, traffic officials, SAPS, law enforcement officials in general have been on the roads, especially on the N1. We do know that the N11 as well, the N12 and the R40, those are some of the hotspot roads in the province which are problematic. So they're here. Of course, Juliet, we're going to be on the ground, just keeping tabs on what is happening. I'm sure later on we'll speak to some of the motorists who get stopped and hear a sense of how they are feeling about what they are seeing on the roads. Of course, traffic volumes are increasing and remain high on the N1, on the N4 rather, Juliet, in Mpumalanga.